Hey there, in this podcast I'm going to be talking about podcasts in iTunes. These are one of my favourite things. Just think as a small business owner, you're kind of constantly trying to stay up on what's going on in the business world, and I really like audio because it just enables me to listen to podcasts and get updates and things while I'm doing other stuff. Like I might be working, or I might be running, or I might be driving, or whatever, but I've always got something there to listen to. And so I'm a really huge fan of podcasts. So I'll just go through the process really quick. It's super easy with iTunes. So basically just go into iTunes, click on podcasts. If you click on the drop down there, you'll get the different categories. So whatever you're interested in, technology or business or whatever. So I sort of know which ones I want to listen to. Like I've subscribed to a whole heaps of them, but yeah, even just looking at this now, I just think, wow, there's just so much in here. These TED ones, there's just so much awesome stuff. Anyway, I'll go to business because there's some in here that I listen to. Internet Marketing Speed. James Schramko's a internet marketing dude. He's got this one in Freedom Ocean, which is quite good. Small Business Big Marketing is another Aussie one. Tim from Small Business Big Marketing is also on the Freedom Ocean one. Startups. This Week in Startups is my favorite one. That's a really cool one. So if you just find one that you like, you click on that, and all you have to do is click on subscribe. In fact, I'm already subscribed to that, so I might just show you what happens if I subscribe to one that I'm not subscribed to. This is TED Talks. I wonder if they just do an audio. It probably wouldn't quite be the same if it was just audio, would it? But it could still be cool. I just like the audio ones because I'm generally doing something else while I'm listening to a podcast. So I'll see if there's just an audio one for the TED Talks. There is TED Talks audio, so that's really cool. A lot of them will just strip the audio out and give you the audio option. Now, if you just click on subscribe there, you can just see that accessing iTunes thing, and then what it'll do is it'll set up your subscription in your podcast area, and then it'll download the most recent episode. I'm just going to plug my iPad in here, so I'll sync this up to my iPad while I'm doing this. So in your podcast area in iTunes, if you click on podcasts, you'll see I've got that TED Talks one. And what it'll do is it'll give you all of the archive just in grey, so you know what episodes are there, and if you want any of them, you can just click on them to get them individually, or you can click to get all. But it's just giving me the most recent one, so that's quite cool. And what tends to happen is I'll go in here and just click on refresh, and it will get me the most recent version of every single podcast I've subscribed to, and there's like a whole heap of different podcasts in here. And then that will just automatically be on my phone whenever I'm out and about or driving or whatever, going for a run. What I'll do here is just make sure that it's set to sync the TED ones with my iPad, so we know it's going to work. And the only reason I'm using the iPad is because I can do a screen capture quite easily on the iPad, and I can't do it on my phone. But what I'll do now is I'll just fire the iPad. Okay, cool. So just quickly, this is on the iPad. Just click on music. It's the same as on the phone. I'm just doing it on the iPad here, and you can see the different podcasts I've got in there. You can click on TED Talks one, and that will just play that podcast.
And she started in the face of a lot of...
Yeah, so you can hear that playing there. So it's cool. It works really well. I'm a really huge fan. So if you like this video, then feel free to comment below. If you've got any other podcasts that you like, then let me know as well. I'm always looking out for new ones. So